Brady, I opened up my computer this morning and I found something really cute.
That's me and that's Josh, because I give Josh head rubs. Fun fact, I had to have like a little creative side, and I like writing these cute little notes for Josh. I used to do it all the time when we would hang out.
I have an entire box full of these cute little notes that have like a play on words of something cute.
They're puns, yeah. Like fruit, some sort of, usually it's like a food pun.
Food or
animal, yeah. But they're really fun to do. They're super simple, so if you have a significant other that you want to put a smile on their face, make a cute little pun.
Yes, or as this suggests, give them head rubs.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There's also a hint to his birthday present, which he's getting a massage tomorrow morning, because he loves massages. It's like the easiest gift, but like the best gift to give. I actually don't like them, but Josh loves them. So, it's like sun right in her face. Maybe that's better. Oh. Yeah. So, I don't know what you guys are doing today, but I am actually going through and updating a bunch of my content that's on YouTube to fix it, which is fun.
Yeah, and I finished on most of the client work that I had, so now I get to go back on the doc space work, which I really wanted to do, because they're finishing out this cool feature. I still have a few more days worth of work on it, but now I get to start working on it again, so I'm excited about that.
I know his brother redesigned the app, and it looks so cool. Like, he told me they did a redesign, and like the app was so simple to begin with, and it just looks so nice, like so smooth. It just makes sense. Like, I love when things have breadcrumbs, like nice breadcrumbs, like, and he totally just hit it out of the park. He just did it.
Yeah, he's my brother Jeremy, he's an incredibly fast, good developer, but he's also a designer. And so he's a strong, technically capable person. Yeah. And so he just surprised us with the redesign of the web app and mobile app.
He did a design of my app once when I was in school, and it was so good. Yeah.
He's really good. And so we're excited. If you didn't realize this, design is a competitive advantage, and so when you're in a market with competitors, our competitors are really old, their apps look outdated, they look like they were built for Windows 95, so when you come in with beautiful design, it is actually a selling point in a very visually appealing aspect, even outside of just features. So
100%. People want stuff that's simple, makes sense, and it's easy to use. And that's exactly what their app is. And we're not just saying that because
it's true. From the very beginning, when we started building the app, simplicity and ease of use was at one of the highest priorities we had, because our industry is very non-technical. So we couldn't design a complex or technical app because it wouldn't work for these types of people. And so,
because most of them are non-technical that are going to be using it.
Exactly. And so we had to make it really easy to use. So we made it really simple, really beautiful. Yeah.
That's definitely one of the things to think about when you guys are building things, is who are you building it for?
Yes.
You know, what type of audience is it, and how are they going to be using it? Because those things should determine how you build and how you design it.
Yep.
So, but we're going to get back to it, but we'll see you guys in a bit. We are back home.
Yes, we are.
You have to hold it. I'm too short. Or I'm just the perfect height.
Just the right height.
But we came home. We usually come home around lunchtime.
Yep.
So then we can obviously cook our own food, save money, all that jazz.
Yep. Eat some lunch today. What's on the menu?
The same thing you guys saw yesterday. We are doing toast with avocado and eggs. Working outside, and I'm actually about to head in because I have to jump on a quick client meeting. But I think I'm gonna come back out here and finish working for the day.
6.5 hours later. Alright, so this is the birthday present that Brandy's parents got me.
Yes.
So it's a Super Nintendo. It's got all these classic games on it. That's the one we're focused on right now, Zelda.
So he's gonna set it up.
We set it up.
We have a Wii console.
We do have a Wii.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, look how tiny it is.
I know, it's teeny tiny.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Oh, it's so cute. You look crazy. We're in, you guys!
Yes, we still have our Christmas tree up.
How dare you?
You gotta kill that turkey or parrot.
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Tomorrow for sure.
How you doing?
Doing good. Just working on charting libraries for a feature we're building into DocSpace. So I don't know which one I'm going to use for React Native yet, but we'll find out. I'm just reading a lot right now.
As you all know from my previous video that it was Josh's birthday, so today is Saturday. So I'm gonna make him this special dinner, and I found this recipe online and I'm like, I have to try this because it looks delicious, and second, it looks fun to make.
Tomorrow.
Leftover pizza pie.
If you haven't had pizza pie, it's pretty much all the amazing stuff of a pizza. It's like if you took a pizza and just somehow rolled it into a pie shape, and everything that was in it is now the goodness of the inside pizza, and you cut it out like pieces. So good.
Alright, we are going to bring you guys into a conversation that Josh and I are having right now, and we decided to give you guys some tips and tricks when it comes to growing companies and also building software, and just all the experience that him and I have had working professionally in the industry, from agencies to startups to our own companies. Take it away, sugar baby.
Oh, we were talking about the conversation and the dynamic of like inexperienced developers versus experienced developers, and sometimes even experienced developers kind of will have this tendency, but it's a matter of rolling your own solution versus paying for somebody's company that they built that has a pre-built solution. So if you're talking about like a tech product, and maybe you're talking about like maybe an emailing service, right, or a service that handles subscription and credit card payments, some people will try and roll their own. But at the end of the day, your app doesn't make money because you charge credit cards. That's just a simple little necessity that you need to run your overall app. If you're spending months rolling pieces of your application that are not necessary to the overall goal of making money and making your experience and your product better, then you're wasting time on things that don't add any value. Most likely, the third-party service, as long as they're well supported and they're not like a sketchy little company, even though that might not be horrible, as long as they're credible, you are almost 100% of the time there's a better ROI on using their software than it is on rolling your own, because of they're going to support it, they're going to keep making updates to it, they're going to make sure the security vulnerabilities are taken care of. They're going to provide great documentation, because say one of your developers is like, oh, I want to roll this on, and they can. Maybe they're a really skilled developer. That's one thing, but that developer might not always be there. Are they going to write really robust and great documentation to document the thing that they just rolled their own? Are they going to be there to continue improving it and adding to it? And generally the answer is no. So Go with something that's already pre-built, that's already great, that barely costs anything nowadays, because it's going to save you a lot of time, it's going to allow you to move way faster, and it's going to be 1,000 times better ROI than you would ever get from rolling your own solution. Only roll if there is no possible way to use an already pre-built existing solution, because it's going to be a lot of time and a lot of maintenance.
And Josh touched on one thing that I brought up earlier this week on my Instagram, which was commenting code and writing documentation. And so many people responded that if you write good enough and clear enough code, you don't have to document it. And that is such a false statement, and anybody that thinks that clearly has not worked in a high production setting or worked on it with a team of developers, because the overturn? When people leave and stuff? Overturn. There's high turnover at most startups or dev agencies, and you're getting new developers with different levels of experience coming in all the time that have to come into your code base. Or you're going to have to jump into the code base 8 months, 3 months from when you wrote it, and you're not going to remember why you did something a certain way. So you need to be commenting your code and clearly writing what it is that you did, or if there's a reason, like specific reason why you did something a certain way, notate that clear and concisely.
Yeah, so people think they're going to write things like, and you don't need any documentation. I highly recommend that. Write code that is as clear and understandable and readable as possible. But don't be so high and mighty that you can't add comments, because, again, everybody has different levels of experience, and something that you thought was so clear and so creative might mean nothing to somebody else. So that's why clear, plain English, very descriptive comments are going to help the person that comes after you, because, again, a lot of times things make sense to us, but then somebody else comes along and it doesn't make sense to them. So how do you know that your code is like dummy proof? You don't, because you're inside your own head. So that's what I would say. Always write comments, but definitely try and write as clear code as possible.
Alright, we are in the car, as you can see, but we are not, as you probably guessed it, on our way to the Dusty Butts. But yeah, we are in Ocala because his brother is getting married today.
Surprise, surprise.
We found out last night.
Yeah. So they were planning kind of like a wedding, but then, people have busy schedules in life, and weddings aren't a cheap thing to do, and so they let us know that they were getting married here. They're doing it at the Hilton. So the whole family's meeting, and we're gonna kind of just celebrate with them and have a good time.
Yep.
All right.
This ends today's kind of like a mashup vlog.
Mashup vlog. Little wedding action, little work action.
Little of our weekend.
Yep.
And stuff. So we hope you guys like this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel below.
Thank you. We'll see you guys later.
See you tomorrow.